Max syndrome. And what you're about to witness is one of the most sinister-sounding intros to a trailer to one of the greatest epics ever produced in the history of Pixar. There's more, because you are going to see it as well.
Yes, it.
Yes, it. Yes, namely...
The AWE show.
And afterwards, that is directly following, I want to talk to you about something even bigger. Namely... Metaverse. So...
Sit back
relax
and enjoy AWE.
Please welcome to the stage the co-founder and CEO of AWE and Super Ventures, Ori Inbar. Ladies and gentlemen, I am notified the stage is being hijacked by, I can't believe it, for the first time since the 80s, here in person, the father of virtual hosts, Max Headroom!
Hello, folks. That was me. Back in the 80s. I was the first virtual host on TV. And I predicted everything. XR, AWE, and the metaverse. What I want to know is how come my face filter is made out of cardboard, huh? And to all the millennials in the audience, where are you millennials? If you have no idea what's going on this stage, look it up. Think about it as a metaphor for the state of the XR industry. Think about it. And scene. Hey everybody, welcome to AWE USA 2021. It's great to be hosting AWE for the 12th year. Thank you all for joining us in here, out there. People on AWE Live, I wish you could feel the energy in the room. You can smell the hand sanitizer. I'm so excited to be on this stage. It's an historic stage. Bruce Sterling, one of the fathers of cyberpunk, predicted the birth of the AR industry on this stage. Steve Mann, the father of wearables, was here with his 90s style AR glasses, seeing here augmenting his water-based holophone instrument. And we can't forget Jerry Lemire, the father of VR. We literally can't forget the sound of his flute. Vuforia, the mother of mobile AR, was launched right here on the stage 12 years ago. And of course, Tom Furness, the beloved grandfather of VR, shed a tear on the stage and inspired us all to build a better world with VR.
Oh my goodness, that changed my life.
But enough about our parents and grandparents. You are here. You guys are here. I can't believe it. We made it. After 893 days, the XR community is back together like a family. And I'm so grateful for the effort you all made to come here. It's incredible what you had to go through. You had to shut down Zoom. You had to dig into your closet to find the nice pants, because nobody cares about your sweatpants on Zoom. And many had to take the first flight in a long time to get here. How many took a flight to get here? Oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you guys. Give yourself a big round of applause. You are my heroes. And we're not taking it for granted. I'm gonna promise you that we're gonna make everything possible to make this worthwhile for you. You know, if we learned one thing from nearly 2 years of COVID is that, yes, you can do so much more than we ever imagined remotely from home. But there are certain things that you can only do in person. During quarantine, hundreds of millions of people discovered that with XR and remote tech, they can do a lot from home. They can hang out with friends, master skills, they can shop, work out, party, even travel remotely. We can do almost anything from home. Well, almost. Here's one thing you can do. Let's meet the heroes. Woohoo! Fist bumps, everybody. Hey! Come on, come on. You know, in a live conference, by the way, you see we're keeping it safe. Masks and vax all over the house. Show the side would be nice. And in a live conference, what you can do is connect on a deeper level. Hey, Dan, man, good to see you.
Hey, nice to see you again, everybody. Yeah, very good.
And you can also try out new devices. May I try your glasses? Hold on, just this is here. Wow, look, that's amazing technology. Fantastic, thank you. You know, but the best part in live conference is serendipitous discovery. When you meet people you never knew you needed to meet, or when you have experiences you never knew you had to experience. Hey, what's your name? Rick. Rick, where are you coming from?
Seattle. And what do you do?
What do you do?
Software startup in surgical navigation.
Okay. And what's your expectations from the event this week?
Just learning everything that everyone's doing, latest technology.
Fantastic! Rick, everybody, give it up! I just made a new friend. That's how you do it. So let's agree this week to be in awe, to be present in awe, to do things you can only do in person. So when you talk to someone, no texting other people. You know what I mean? This guy knows what I mean. Boy, it's been a pretty tough couple of years. Pandemic, quarantine. Some of us lost family. Some of us lost friends. Some lost jobs. Some startups didn't make it. And when we were feeling down, what did we turn to? Many of us turned to AR and VR. It gave us meaning and a sense of community. XR can make us whole. And I want to recognize and a big shout out to the XR teams who help train first responders and healthcare workers with XR. Give them up. You see it? Are you in the audience? Anyone? You know, we all struggled during COVID, but the XR industry not only survived the pandemic, it thrived. And we want every business in the world to know that if you're looking for a way to grow your business, the answer is right here. Thrive to the power of XR. Some of the most successful corporations have made it a priority to adopt XR, and many of them are here to talk about it. Adidas is here. Boeing and Lockheed Martin are here, I think for the 12th time. T-Mobile and Deutsche Telekom are here. Marvel, Paramount are here. Yeah, give it up. Woo. Lowe's, Kohler, REI, and Shopify are here. The NHS, the Mayo Clinic, and the United Health Group are here. Even Burning Man is here. Wow, that's awesome. Enterprises using XR. Show us your hands. Let's give them up a little bit. All right. The state of XR is strong. But instead of me showing you a few charts, let's see the proof right here in this room. In the past 2 years, How many companies have seen XR sales growth of over 50%? Let's see some hands. All right. Nice. How about growth of over 100% over the last 2 years? We still see some hands. That's amazing. Congratulations, XR Nation. And startups are thriving as well. Many startups that were founded 5 or even 10 years ago have been struggling for a while to find a market. But now, a lot of them are showing healthy revenues and are raising. How many have raised money in the last 2 years? Let's see some hands. Give it up for the startups. How many are raising Series A currently? See some Series A raising? How many started or joined a new startup in the last couple of years? A bunch of you here as well. This is awesome. Give it up for the startups in awe. And how about the developers, creators, artists? Where are you guys? Make some noise. You are the backbone of this industry. This live survey is so much fun. Fist bumps, everybody. Come on, fist bump the person next to you. All right, now let's talk about the vision for the future. As you can see from the real life survey that we just did, the industry is on a great trajectory. In fact, it's on track to hit $1 trillion by 2030. But don't take my word for it. Take my word for it from the future, from last year's AWE Keynote. Say hello to the floating head. Last year, my future self traveled back in time from 2030 to tell us all about how XR is being used at that time. Let's see it.
Well, 3 billion people are using it daily. They can't leave home without it, and global spend on SPY has crossed $1 trillion.
See? Said it. SPY, of course, is what we call in 2030 the combination of spatial computing and artificial intelligence. They're intertwined. But predictions in XR are tough. You know, my first prediction, my first public presentation about AR, back in 2009 in Graz University in Austria, I made this crazy prediction. Let's hear it. And our vision is that in 10 to 15 years, come on, let's be bold. In 10 years, everyone will use augmented reality to interact with the world in a more meaningful way. In 10 years. That will be 2019, a year that has been depicted in pop culture as Blade Runner, The Island, Crisis, The Road, and of course 2019 dopo la caduta di New York. All dystopia galore, which can only be avoided if everyone uses augmented reality to interact with the world in a more meaningful way. So that's the vision. Yeah, that was the vision 13 years later. Are we there yet? Are we? Woo! Oh, yeah. But I think we're that close. I mean, a lot of people are using AR and VR. We're clearly entering the mainstream, but not everyone is using it just yet. I guess I should have kept it at 10 to 15 years. And entering the mainstream is a new experience for us. It's pretty awesome, right? Yeah. Yes. But with this new power comes, come on, you know that. With this new power comes, pretty good, pretty good. This industry holds the most exciting promise to change the world for the better. And you know, when I look across the ecosystem, across this room, really, I see many powerful platforms and tools, applications with awesome conversion rates, and solutions with amazing ROI. But you know what? In 2015 and 16, at the peak of the VR hype, call it the .VR era, you had some really crazy big ideas. And then when investors stopped funding anything with VR in its name, you got serious. You pivoted to enterprises, which made total sense. I mean, that was the way to find a market and to get funded. But you lost some of the craziness. You know, I've seen over 3,000 pitches, and I want to tell you, with a lot of love, it's too much of the same. You want to think bigger, people? Listen, I know it's still tough out there. I've been in it for 15 years. It's damn hard, right? How many people have been here for more than 5 years in XR? How about people have been in it for more than 10 years? More than 15 years? I see some hands up. Isn't it hard? I see some heads nodding. And yet, we keep doing it. We can't help it. It takes passion, tenacity, and sincerity. And up until recently, the odds were stacked against us. Low awareness, privacy concerns, Google Glass. But that's what makes this community so unique. So much more collaborative than your average industry. This shared pain gives us more empathy for each other. And if we want to avoid a dystopian future, we should put that quality to work. So my plea to you today is to put the special powers of XR to good use. The power to collaborate and generate empathy. The power to see the invisible. The power to visualize the future and avoid bad outcomes. And the power to chase Pokemon monsters. Come on, that's really an important power. Seriously, I really want you to set your sights on the biggest threats that are facing humanity. Fight diseases. Fight climate change. Fight inequality and hate. Okay? There, I've said it. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The M-word. You know, it's a love-hate relationship. On one hand, it brought unprecedented awareness to what we do, and that's awesome. But on the other hand, it makes things we're already doing today seem too futuristic and far off. Plus, when it's a buzzword for everything, it kind of loses some of its meaning. So what are we going to do about it? Want to debate its merits? Want to talk about why it's so important and dangerous? Or how about we play a game?
This is the time for everyone's favorite game show, Metaverse or Shmetaverse. With the contenders, David Batsuki, Roblox, John Rizzitiello, Unity, John Hankey, Niantic, Bobby Murphy, Snap, Tim Cook, Apple, Tim Sweeney, Epic Games, Satya Nadella, Microsoft, Jensen Huang, Nvidia, Sergey Brin, Google, Mark Zuckerberg, Meta, and Neil Stevenson, Snow Crash. He started it all.
Man, I don't know. I do think we need to get back to, some kind of shared concept of reality.
Now, here's your host.
Thank you. Welcome to the game Metaverse or Shmetaverse, where you, the audience, explain what it is. I'm your host, Neil Smorgasbord. We assembled this room the world's greatest experts on the metaverse. The contenders will need all the help they can get. I don't think this is working. So how does it work? It's very simple. For every question I ask, you answer metaverse or shmetaverse. If it's good for the metaverse, you say metaverse. If it's bad for the metaverse, you say metaverse. You got it, guys. All right, let's start with an audience favorite. The first category is kids in the metaverse. question for $38 billion. Is Roblox the future of kids' entertainment?
Yeah, metaverse.
Great, you guys totally get it. All right, next. Second question in the same category. Will Fortnite be kind of like the Squid Game? Metaverse or Metaverse? Okay, that's kind of inconclusive, but we'll take it as an answer. All right, next category, avatars. First question, for just 1 minute of your time, cartoony avatars are great for business meetings? Okay, we'll check it in the recording. Follow-up question, would photorealistic avatars always be creepy? Or will it one day cross the uncanny valley? Metaverse or Schmetaverse? Metaverse! All right, I like that answer. All right, next category is blockchain. When you ask a startup, how are you going to make money? And the only answer is selling NFTs. Metaverse or Schmetaverse? Metaverse! Great. All right, next question. For 1,000 Bitcoin, the first 500 days is the most expensive GIF ever sold. Metaverse or Schmetaverse?
Metaverse.
Okay. This is some people still thinking about it. Okay, we'll let you think about it further. So we'll have a follow-up question. Should we think more about giving than owning in the Metaverse? Metaverse or Metaverse? All right. You guys totally are rocking it. All right. The category is movies. First question, for a 1-year subscription to MoviePass, will the Metaverse end up like The Matrix, 1984, and Ready Player One, all combined into one? Metaverse or Metaverse? Fantastic answer. Next category is Asia. All right. For 1 trillion won, South Korea, Metaverse or Metaverse? Totally agree. All right. Ponyma, Metaverse or you don't know Ponyma? You know, China's second richest person, founder of WeChat, is currently building the largest metaverse in China. Metaverse or Metaverse?
Not sure.
Okay, you have no choice. You have to answer that. All right. This is the time where we get to the lightning round. I say a word, you answer Metaverse or Metaverse. All right, first word. AR. Metaverse. AI. Metaverse. Reality. Metaverse. Okay, simple answers. Okay, let's get technical. Web 3D. Metaverse. GLTF. Metaverse. You guys are rocking, totally. All right, final word, Decentraland. This part says Metaverse, what about this part? Everybody's on the Metaverse. Okay, congratulations folks, you reached the last category, which is family. For an apple pie and a cup of tea, your mother calls you to ask what all the fuss is about. Should you explain it to her? Metaverse or Metaverse? Metaverse. Fantastic folks. Thank you for playing. You've been amazing. Give it up for the contenders one more time. You gotta love the Metaverse. Join us for the next game. Are you in awe? Or are you in ah? All right, this week we are in awe. And we're here for one thing. Fist bumps, everybody. Come on, fist bumps. No, seriously, we have amazing speakers here. And this year, almost half of our speakers are female speakers. Give it up for the women leaders. We have top leaders across the industry to share their vision in 13 tracks. Speakers from tech giants, XR unicorns, and the biggest brands adopting XR. And sponsors, raise your hands. You're probably in the exhibit hall preparing. Thank you folks for trusting us that AW would actually happen this year. It's amazing. We have nearly 200 exhibitors, and I can't wait to try some of these latest demos. And here are even more exhibitors. How about startups and investors? Where are you guys? Startups and investors, you guys should really get together. I'm serious. And don't miss some of the other highlights. The Startup Pitch Competition, the Audi Awards is happening this year. So who'll go home with the coolest trophy in the XR world? And we have some cool VR side events for the folks joining us online. But the main highlight, by far, this week is networking. We're here to hang out for 3 days with our best XR friends and try some serendipitous discovery. Meet new friends. Try some cool new experiences in the playground. Build trust with new business partners. And for those who are joining us online on AWE Live, let's show AWE Live. Tell us where you're calling from. Since it takes them about 15 or 30 seconds to get the live stream, I want to tell you a few things. Why stop at these 3 wonderful days in California? Why not extend the fun to 365 days a year? That's a question I asked the AWE team a year ago. By the way, big shout out to the incredible, relentless, awesome team who against all odds puts this event together. Give it up, come on. So today, I'm super proud to launch our answer to that question. And it's AWE Live, a new, always-on platform to help for the XR community so everybody can learn, connect, and grow their businesses. Any business, really. Every day of the year. Starting after this event, the platform will host mini events. We'll have all-night meetups running, which we now have in over 25 cities. And if you want to launch a product or engage with the XR community, we would love to host your events as well. And once you're there, use the smart matchmaking to connect corporate buyers with solution providers, brands with creators and developers, startups with investors, job seekers with hiring managers, all exclusively in the XR industry. And next year, we'll meet again in person at AWE Europe and AWE Asia. And AWE USA is coming up real quick next June. So with AWE Live, we can extend the energy and momentum from these 3 wonderful days here to the entire year. We'll be switching from offline to online and back until XR reaches every single person on Earth. Avoid a dystopia and bring forward a future we can always stand behind. We'll be thriving to the power of XR. Thank you and enjoy the AWE.